Analysing the most successful businesses in your industry is a great way to develop your own marketing strategy and see opportunities for your business. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can look at what ads people are running on Facebook, what ads they're running on LinkedIn, and what ads and how much they are spending on Google. My name is James Green and I help small businesses leverage the power of the internet by using social media platforms and search engines to turn more clicks into customers. But I think for most businesses, whether that's B2C or B2C, just get an understanding of who is advertising on these fast growing internet platforms and how are they doing it. What are the ads that are working? What are the ads that resonate with the target audience? What's the ads that have been running longest? And identifying the players in your industry that are perhaps ignoring this opportunity with the fastest growing advertising platforms. So without further ado, I'll jump on a share screen and talk to you about how you can look at people's Facebook ads, look at people's LinkedIn ads, and also use a tool to investigate people's Google advertising strategies. All fundamental. I hope you enjoy. See you on the other side. So first up, I'm going to show you how you can find out what adverts businesses are currently running on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, move myself out of the way. The example that I've got here is Huel, because they are the biggest advertising spenders on Facebook and Instagram. I think over the last 18 months to 2 years, they spend the most money. And so if you've got your company page, and this has to be on desktop at the minute, I'm not sure if there's a way to find this if you're on the mobile app, but company's Facebook page, you scroll down and you see there's the about section where you find the website details, but this page transparency. Okay, this page transparency, you want to click see more. Every time I read that, I hear the word Skinner in my head from The Simpsons. Okay, so it gives you this summary of people who manage the page created, page names not changed, blah blah blah. This was all around helping people identify like fake news or misinformation and adverts that were misleading, and people that are constantly changing and trying to change page names, try and get around transparency issues on Facebook and sort of clean up its game and make sure that people knew who was advertising to them and what they're advertising. And you see here, ads from this page is currently running ads. If it says this page isn't currently running ads, they're not running ads, okay? And even when you press boost post, it will appear here during the period that post is boosted. So we'll go into the ad library. Okay, so this is the ad library, and you can see there's a bunch of filters up here. You can filter by Facebook, Instagram, audience networks, the collection of apps and other advertising placements across variety of apps and media online and Messenger, but best go all platforms. And you can see up here the different, each ad you can see in the ad library, it will show you where it's appearing. This is sorted by all impressions by date. You can go last day, last 30 days, last 90 days. And you filter the country. So if I just go to all, they help you get a broader context. Sometimes it might say the page is running ads, and it might automatically be on the US or the UK or whichever market you're watching this from. And maybe to actually look at some of the other ads, you might have to go into the other markets. Right. And then look, here are all the adverts Huel are running at the moment. There's a bunch in Italian, different languages. You can see they're testing loads, and hence why they're the biggest spenders, because they are testing hundreds, if not thousands, of different variation of adverts with different tones, different messages, different creatives, different copy to different audiences. And I know this is worldwide, so you might think, of course, yeah, it's around the world. But if I just go back to United Kingdom only, you can see, look, these ones are launched in May. These ones have launched in June, and they could be relaunching ones that are working or testing out new creatives and variables. And you keep scrolling down. Often you might find that if you're constantly monitoring some of your closest competitors' ads, you can see the ones that are really working for them because, well, the majority of businesses, they'll keep running the ads that are working well. Otherwise, they might be asleep at the wheel. Say that with a pinch of salt. And up here, you can see that there's multiple different versions of certain ads. So first up, I'm going to show you how you can find out what adverts businesses are currently running on Facebook and Instagram. Okay? Move myself out of the way. The example that I've got here is Huel because they are the biggest advertising spenders on Facebook and Instagram. I think over the last 18 months to 2 years, they spend the most money. And so if you've got your company page, and this has to be on desktop at the minute, I'm not sure if there's a way to find this if you're on the mobile app, but company's Facebook page, you scroll down and you see there's the About section where you find the website details, but this page transparency. Okay, this page transparency, you want to click See More. Every time I read that, I hear the word Skinner in my head from The Simpsons. Okay, so it gives you this summary of people who manage the page created, page names not changed, blah, blah, blah. This was all around helping people, identify like fake news or misinformation and adverts that were misleading and people that are constantly changing and trying to change page names, try and get around transparency issues on Facebook and sort of clean up its game and make sure that people knew who was advertising to them and what they're advertising. And you see here, ads from this page is currently running ads. If it says this page isn't currently running ads, they're not running ads, okay? And even when you press boost post, it will appear here during the period that post is boosted. So we'll go into the ad library. Okay, so this is the ad library, and you can see there's a bunch of filters up here. You can filter by Facebook, Instagram, audience networks, the collection of apps and other advertising placements across a variety of apps and media online and Messenger, but best go all platforms. And you can see up here each ad you can see in the ad library, it will show you where it's appearing. This is sorted by all impressions by date. You can go last day, last 30 days, last 90 days. And you filter the country. So if I just go to all, they help you get a broader context. Sometimes it might say the page is running ads and it might automatically be on the US or the UK or whichever market you're watching this from. And maybe to actually look at some of the other ads, you might have to go into the other markets. Right. And then look, here are all the adverts Huel are running at the moment. There's a bunch in Italian, different languages. You can see they're testing loads, and hence why they're the biggest spenders, because they are testing hundreds, if not thousands, of different variation of adverts with different tones, different messages, different creatives, different copy to different audiences. And I know this is worldwide, so you might think, of course, yeah, it's around the world. But if I just go back to United Kingdom only, you can see, look, these ones are launched in May. These ones have launched in June, and they could be relaunching ones that are working or testing out new creatives and variables. And you keep scrolling down. Often you might find that if you're constantly monitoring some of your closest competitors' ads, you can see the ones that are really working for them because, well, the majority of businesses, they'll keep running the ads that are working well. Otherwise, they might be asleep at the wheel. I'd say that with a pinch of salt. And up here, you can see that there's multiple different versions of certain ads. If you're a small business owner, it's good to get a context of what's working amongst the biggest spenders on the platform, as well as people in your industry, as dependent on the industry, sometimes there might not be any place to take influence from. So if we go here, you can see this ad has multiple versions, and this is a retargeting ad. So you can see the how they're retargeting people that have already visited Huel. Thanks for visiting Huel. Check out what our customers are saying. So they're bringing people down that funnel who are already considering and aware of the product, and then nudging them over to that purchase by showing what other people have said. So if I click in, see ad details, these are people. So what these are dynamic retargeting ads. Huel are advertising to people who visited the mint chocolate flavour with an ad of that product and around those key customer reviews and what they're saying to push them over. If they visited banana, if they visited berry flavour, the Huel Powder Professional. So these are dynamic retargeting ads where, dependent on the product that you visited, they're putting that in your newsfeed. And it's why if you go to the big online shopping retailers, they'll have the product that you saw in your newsfeed because it knows what you're doing by retargeting you with the pixel. Okay, so that's Huel, and I want to show you another one. You can search up here for different pages, but I find that sometimes it doesn't actually connect and bring through. So it's always best to go back to the actual page and go through those steps of going through the transparency. So I think next up I'll show one which is apt for anyone at the moment in small businesses. So I'll just go Shopify. And remember, page transparency, page is currently running ads, go to ad library. And look, again, you can see that they're testing different copy lines versus very similar different images, and testing even like the colours, what resonates best, navy, orange. But don't let this scare you, is start small and then you build up to scaling and testing all these different things and variations versus each other. You can see that, look, turn what you love into what you sell is also being used. So they're testing a huge variety of things at scale together. That's Shopify, they've got people first, ads as well. And it keeps going and going. And you'll see for these larger businesses that are socially minded and at the front of technology, you can just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Right, so that's how you see who's spending on Facebook and how many ads they're creating, what ads they're running. Now we'll go over to LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, again on desktop browser, it's very easy to see. If you're on a company page, see this left-hand tab here, ads. Straightforward there. MailChimp, big spend on the B2B space to attract users. Now you can build websites, new insights. They've got quite a good creative tone of voice, MailChimp, and they sort of don't give a shit. And it's all around attract attention, which is quite good. What about one of the other ones that we already looked at? Shopify. And you might be able to compare and contrast and see which of the biggest companies in your industries, they're running the same ads on LinkedIn and Facebook, or which ones have tweaked it, or which ones work across both platforms, and seeing narrowly. More often than not, LinkedIn is a more expensive platform to advertise on. There's less people, there's less time spent, and there's less advertising placements, which basically means the price increases, and there's a minimum to how much you can spend, okay? But if you are a B2B business, you can't ignore it, because you can also target by company, by title, and in terms of business-wise, you can get much narrower targeting capabilities. The retargeting options aren't as developed and sophisticated as Facebook's yet, but by blending them both together, you can get a really good advertising strategy online. See, loads and loads. You can spend ages doing this. And another one I want to look at, which leads me nicely onto how you can see Google Ads, is a company called SEMrush, which is a software and product that helps people analyze search engine traffic and advertising spend of competitors or other companies and keywords. So if we go down to the ads tab here, got a lot of videos. They go into a lot of lead magnets. So lead magnets are where you advertise a PDF or a video or a free training or a guide or a challenge or an email series where you get someone to sign up with their email address or a few other details, and it puts them and it gives them a lead magnet or something of value in return for that data. And then what cascades after that is normally an automated email sequence or set of retargeting adverts that help generate or help push that lead and nurture them until they become a customer and a sale. Okay, so it's taking, as well for B2B, there's normally a bit of a longer sales cycle. The best companies like this automate some of that and really build out sophisticated marketing funnel for generating the attention and awareness, generating that lead, and then generating that sale all in a organized flow. Hope that makes sense. See SEMrush, big spenders on LinkedIn as well. And yeah, checklists, things like that, they're guiding into lead magnets. I would say if you're analysing people in your industry's ads or big spenders or competitors, a really key thing is to look where the ad is taking you, because some people will get the creative right, they get the targeting right, but they don't know the importance and don't understand the importance of guiding into an organised and specific landing page that's optimised for your ad. So to give you an example of a high converting landing page, let's dive into this one. So straight away they're taking people into get a free trial, and you'll be offered to register before you can get the data, and it sells the product. Okay, so the advert here, the advert on LinkedIn shows the pain points, the issue the audience is having, and introduces a solution and the offer, try it for free. Then you can guide in, and the landing page gives you more information, cements a trial, and obviously they're going to then retarget the shit out of you on every single platform, particularly YouTube and Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, after you've hit the landing page. Okay, so that's how they adopt all these different channels. They get people to a specific landing page or blog or checklist or lead magnet, and then they'll retarget you on all these platforms until you've gone through that system and become a customer. Okay, so the reason I chose SEMrush is because that's how you look at people's Google Ads strategies. So if I exit those two windows, and we'll just jump across to SEMrush now. So this tool, SEMrush, which we use, and there's a link in the description for your free trial. This is the tool that people can use to analyze their competitors' Google ad spend, their organic traffic, the keywords that they're ranked on in terms of SEO, and also the keywords they're bidding on in Google. And it can also help you devise and develop your own Google ad strategies and PPC strategies as well. Again, I just chose Huel.com as an example from before. You can see that organically, as well with all their other channels, SEO, social media, PR, things like that, they're getting to the UK, United Kingdom, approximately 130,000 visitors a month. And it's here as well where you can see what people are spending. So the paid search, they're getting 8,000 users or clicks or visitors from their paid search at the cost of between, just under £9,000 a month. You can see how this has trended and how sometimes they've spent more. So January 2020, when everyone's on the fitness hype, makes sense that probably their paid spend did increase. And March 2020, when coronavirus hit, you can imagine that they turned everything down slightly and then gradually picking up as well. If you go down here, you can see the top organic keywords. They're ranked number one and get most volume for Huel discount code, Huel weight loss. But the interesting thing to see is what are they bidding on? So the top paid keywords: meal replacement shakes, weight loss shakes, vegan snacks, weight loss shakes. And you can even see the cost per click that these keywords are, which I can imagine is exciting, and you're curious to see what your competitors are spending on, how much they're spending, and what keywords they're also spending on. Give you a detailed breakdown: Soylent diet shakes, best meal replacement, Cambridge diet shakes, best. And this shows you the breadth and depth of their advertising campaigns in terms of the keywords they're bidding on: milkshake diet, vegan slim fast, meal and a drink. And this is page 1 of 2 in the UK. Okay, let's try another one. Let's go back to overview. Let's try SEMrush itself. Inception. So you can always see UK SEMrush. Wow, so 30,000 comes through paid traffic with only 42 coming. So they're heavily reliant on it. As you'd imagine, from a tool that analyzes and teaches people how to use paid traffic, they practice what they preach. And this comes at a cost of £90,000 to get that £30,000 traffic. If you notice then that Huel, their amount they spend a month roughly correlates with the clicks, because it would average at around £1 per click, but different keywords have a different value based on the competitiveness, based on the purchase amount, and that fluctuates and is variable dependent on your industry. If you want us to analyse your industry in terms of the competitors, please get in touch. There's a link in the description. But so top organic keywords, SEMrush, they rank in 11th for the word keyword. SEMrush pricing, SEMrush login. You can imagine a lot of people look at the pricing because they think it's a really expensive, fancy tool. And it is quite expensive, but worth its weight in gold if you're committed to advertising online. Here we go, top paid keywords. Keyword. Keywords, social media, SEO, SEMrush. So the word SEO, look, you can see the cost per click for that is £5 as opposed to all the others being £1, £1.50, £2. And the quality of your ad and the quality of your landing page all lend into how expensive things are as well. It's a bid. You're bidding for someone's attention and that placement at the top of the Google feed. I can imagine there's some really expensive ones here. So PPC itself, £5.69. Google Keyword Planner, because they're bidding against Google's own Keyword Planner, which doesn't have as much features and functions, and you can't really see what competitors are spending, £17.81. So that's cost per click is £17.81. And it might sound really expensive, but they've done the maths and unit economics of the value of the cost it is to acquire a customer, as well as that customer lifetime value. And as long as your cost to acquire a customer is cheaper than the customer lifetime value, you've got a profitable advertising campaign on your hands. And you get lost for days. Look, pay per click, £33 a click. £33 a click for the word pay per click. And I think there's like, I'm based in southwest London, things like plumbers or handymen or emergency plumbers, boiler fix, those sorts of things where being at the top of Google really pays off. That is insane, like £20-25 per click, and so many of the businesses running ads for those things don't have optimized landing pages. A lot of those businesses are sitting in their hands, and there's improvements they can make to the landing page. They could be retargeting people on Facebook or LinkedIn if it's B2B, and some people are being stagnant and hoping that the Google advertising rush, just because their competitors aren't involved, is going to sustain their business. But you need to be constantly paying attention to this. You need to be constantly innovating and developing new strategies and finding those little golden nuggets. As I said, SEMrush link in the description if you want your free trial of this. I think it's a 2-week or 30-day trial, I'm not sure. And if you want us to give you some advice on your own online advertising strategy and what you should be doing turning clicks into customers, please book a call. There's a link in the description. Whether that's you want to learn this for yourself and take it on, whether you've got a marketing team who you think should not be ignoring this anymore, or you want to outsource this to an agency and manage it all for you and manage those headaches, great. Please like, subscribe, and tune in for the next video. I hope that brought some value to you, and it's important to keep on top and just keep looking out for areas of inspiration. And any advertisers that grab you when you're scrolling through Instagram when you're in the toilet, look at other ads they're running and look how they're testing it, because you'll get a further understanding of what works on social media. And really the best tip would be look at the people who are advertising frequently and regularly in your industry or with similar products, and go back to see what are their longest running ads over a collection of 2, 3, 6 months, a year. What ads are they still running, or finally or slightly tweaking, because they know that's working, that's bringing in clicks, that's bringing in sales, and that's bringing in conversions. Apply that to your business. And also, if you're stuck for any creative ideas, this could be a great way to start that process, because you can take the strategies and the ads and the campaigns that are working already in the business and just replicate them with your tone of voice, your product, things like that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're struggling still for ideas and want to look at your competitors further, please reach out to myself if you go to the email address just below, or if you slide into DMs or message on here. Let's pick up the conversation and help you turn more clicks into customers for your business. Peace out. That one's good. Keep that one.